all, this is Kasakma Keperu for Project Illuminated, and today I want to talk to you about the true purpose of music, or rather the perversion of music. If you look at the music industry today and those who are participating in it, you'll see it's dominated by the usual suspects. You have Nicki Minaj, you have basically Beyonce, Jay-Z. All of these individuals receive award after award while the music industry ignores alternative music and alternative artists. But there's a reason behind that. Now, you have to understand, especially with the hip-hop community and gangster rap, that the people who are behind this are basically very, very racist individuals that are trying to criminalize young black men and make them look like thugs and criminals, and also to put in place a culture of where violence is directed against their own people. And this is, again, for the purposes of trying to put in place a system of oppression, of mass incarceration of young black men, and justifying police killings of black men in the streets. But what I really want to get on to is that the music that was supposed to come about, that was put in place by ancestors, and I'm tracing this all the way back to Africa and ancient Greek civilization, is that music was a way of moving the spirit. It was a way of invoking spirits and moving the spirit within you to cause you to manipulate physical reality. In other words, if you wanted something to change in your life, or you had issues going on, you would go to a high priest. The high priest would sit you down, and then there would be some ritual performed where they would be beating a drum and there'd be musical instruments, and that was designed to invoke the spirit within you and communicate with the spirit to change the physical world. And the same thing with dances. You'll see African dancers dancing around in what we today call a primitive fire or primitive ritual, but that was a way of them to bring down the spirit, to communicate with the tribe or the village, and to have that type of dialogue and communion. But what we see has happened, that when this information went to ancient Greek civilization, it was practiced there in a kind of bastardized way, but then it was totally lost as we went down through the ages, and we can thank the Illuminati for that, for basically eradicating the power of music. So what I'm saying is that we have all of these artists out there who are basically creating this music and these lyrics that are anti-life, that are pretty much evil and directed at you, becoming more violent, more aggressive, and basically doing things on a subconscious level that you wouldn't normally, want to do. I mean, when you start talking about baking soda and cocaine and all that, and you're dancing to that beat, obviously, that's not really something positive. But music influences the right hemisphere of the brain, so the left brain is more logical and critical. So music bypasses that and gets right to the emotional center, so you feel the music, but you're not critically thinking about what the lyrics are saying, And all this is going into the subconscious mind and getting you to act in ways that you're not aware of. But we have to get back to understanding that we're living in a hologram existence, meaning that we are co-creators of the existence that we see around us. And we can change that. And one of the key ways of doing that is through music. It's through the beat. It's through, if the music is playing to the lower animal spirit or the higher consciousness, depending upon, again, the beat. So think about that. It's really, really important that we understand that when you're going to that club and you're listening to that music, if you were to visualize an objective while you listen to that music and hearing the beat, you can manifest that objective. Instead of just appreciating music just from a superficial aesthetic perspective, start to think about how it can invoke a power within you, a spirit within you, to move mountains, to change the world around you, physical reality. Because it will take you to an alternate state of consciousness which taps into the super consciousness that we're all connected to, and it can change the physical world. It is not there just for a perversion, to make you feel good, to feed artists' egos, to give them more awards, to you just appreciate it from the sound of it all, and that's it. It is much more than that in a deeper level. And our ancestors, the ancient Greeks and ancient African people, understood this because they paid tribute to the gods through music, to take you in the trance so that you can become one with the gods, to see the gods, to walk with the gods through music, not through this, what we call music today, because it's not. It's a perversion of music. And the whole music industry is corrupt. So think about all I've said. This is Kasakma Keperu for Project Illuminated, and that's all for now.